What is up, guys? I hope everybody's having a fan-freaking-tastic day, because I can tell you I am. And I got a full night's freaking sleep. I slept like a freaking baby. Holy crap, my bike feels really weird right now. Anyway, what I was saying, it's probably because the tires are cold, because it's cold as shit outside, but I had to come ride because I got some really good news for you guys. I got my freaking car back. It's freaking painted. I can't believe it. I know, I'm as shocked as you are. Like, oh my gosh, I just, when I was driving it back, oh my, I missed that car so freaking much. It was ridiculous. Like, I hadn't drove it in like so long, and like now I finally get to drive it again. I'm just like, oh yes. It's been a long time coming, you know what I'm saying? 5 months later, reunited with my lover, I mean Skyline, and oh man, it was great. Like, it was causing traffic jams. Like, we were going down the highway or whatever, and yeah, there was people just rolling up, slamming on the brakes, taking pictures, videos, you know, whatever. It's a Skyline, you know what people do. All the fanboys are like, oh my god, click, 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 click. Yeah, that's what was happening all the way home. It was fun though. I enjoy it. But yeah, it looks really good. I'm gonna have to buff it. It's not perfect by any means. It looks better than it looks a lot better than it did. I'll give it that. The whole car is one solid, really nice shade of silver, and so I'm gonna have to buff it, but I think I'm gonna enjoy my car for a little bit, you know, before I buff it. So I'm just gonna enjoy it, drive it around, all that fun stuff, and then, you know, maybe one of these days I'll get around to buffing it. But I'm gonna enjoy it for a while. Like, I haven't been able to drive it, you know, pretty much 5 months, so I'm just gonna enjoy my car. Just gonna drive the crap out of it. I was going to take it to the Dragon, but I started reading some of the locals that go up there a lot, and where they got snow. Well, we got snow the other day. There's still a bunch of like salt up there, and they're talking about the roads are like really slick since there's so much salt on it. I'm not going to go up there if I can't actually drive my car, you know what I mean? I don't want salt all over my fresh ice cream paint job, a fresh inside. Okay, it ain't no ice cream paint job, but you get my drift. I'm just trying to, you know, keep it as clean as possible for as long as I can. Yeah, I'm super stoked to have that car back. Like, I was like a little kid in a candy store, like when I was driving it down the road. I was just like, oh my gosh. It took a minute to get used to, because hell, I got so used to just driving around the BMW so much that I jumped in that one and I was like, okay, I'm on the right side. Okay, now my signals are on this side now, and they're bass backwards. So I mean, it's kind of like my wife says, she rides horses, so she says it's kind of like riding a horse. Once you do it once, you'll never forget how to do it. And she's right, because I drove it down the road and I like immediately got right back into the holy water. I immediately got back into feeling super comfortable behind the wheel. But it was so funny where I was like, I'm so used to having that much space in the garage now, so I just had all the bikes over in that side of the garage. So now I have to put her bike on the other side of the garage, and then my bike's on the side with the Skyline, but it's kind of like a tight fit. And since I used to get where I could just whip it up in there and park it exactly how I needed it every time, because I drove it every day. And once you drive it every single day, you know, you get really comfortable with something. But I was so paranoid where the thing just freaking got painted, I didn't just whip it in the garage. It took me a minute to park that bitch. I will admit it. It took me a minute. But I got it in there. There's plenty of room. My wife will argue and say there's no room, but you know, I think there's plenty of room. But yeah, fun fact, as soon as I got it, I took it to my dad's shop and changed the oil in it, all that fun stuff. And you know, I've got all these aero pieces, like I got rear spats for it. These motherfuckers cost $750, okay? I don't know how the one on the driver's side, which would be the right side because it's right-hand drive, I don't know how it stayed on. It had 2 screws in it, or 2 nut certs, whatever you want to call it, and one of them was backed out, and the only thing that was keeping it in there was the fact that it's got like a carbon fiber diffuser on it, and then the spat goes over top of it. The screw goes through both of them, and then it was like pinched sideways, and that was the only thing that kept it in there. It was completely freaking backed out. It was crazy. So I almost had like a really freaking expensive piece blowing off. Luckily, I didn't have to be on the interstate too freaking long. But yeah, I was paranoid. Oh, lights green, people. Let's go, let's go. Vroom, 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 vroom. I totally have on the wrong pants for this right now. It's way too freaking cold for these pants. We went out earlier to go like grocery shopping, so I just, you know, put on some like normal like jeans. It's kind of like short and thin and, you know, whatever. I didn't change them. I was too ready to go jump on 2 wheels, and now I'm like, oh, I regret it. It's too freaking cold. Wow, guy, you don't see all that room in front of you? Holy cow. There you go. Way to go. Oh my god, that bump, I didn't even see it, and I was like up on my tank because it's all warm, you know, getting heat from the bike, so I was like straddling my tank more than the back of the seat. Oh man, I think you can put 2 and 2 together and understand exactly what happened. Oh, get it, Mustang, but that was the longest shift I've ever seen. Homeboy was like, what? Pause, 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 pause. So my dad's birthday was yesterday, and so me and my wife took him out, and my son, and you know, our daughter, and all that fun stuff, and we went out to eat. Okay, well, the place we went out to eat at, they got kind of small booths. It was Old Charlie's. Okay, I'll tell you, it was Old Charlie's. So we couldn't get like her seat thing in there, right? So they said, oh, we have a bassinet for those things that you can sit them in. So we're like, okay, cool. So my wife sits her daughter like in this bassinet thing. So now we're all sitting in the booth, and her daughter's right beside of us, like on the outside of the table, okay? And she's just chilling, being a good girl as always. And out of freaking nowhere, okay, this freaking old lady, okay, don't get me wrong, she was a good looking old lady. You know how the old ladies are dressed really nice and smell, you know what I'm talking about, the old ladies that take care of themselves. She was one of them. But she straight up walked straight up to her table and was all up in her baby's face like, aren't you just a cute little girl? How old are you? And I'm like, whoa, bitch, who the fuck do you think you touch my baby? Okay, she didn't touch her, but, you know, it's like one of those things where like, okay, she's old, I want to be nice, and I could see it in my wife's eyes. She was like, oh my god, if this old lady touches my child, it's about to go down. Okay, and I'm just sitting there because I'm closer to the wall, so my wife could be closer to her daughter. And I'm just sitting there like, watching this old lady like, what? What? Who the what? Like, it was just crazy. I mean, I know she meant like absolutely no harm whatsoever. Okay, so don't be like, man, you're an asshole. She was just admiring your baby. Okay, whatever. I know my baby's cute. She's freaking adorable. Okay, but I'm just like, and so is my wife, paranoid that like some nasty ass person, because you never know what somebody touched or what kind of sickness they're carrying around. Flu's going around really freaking bad this year, right? And I mean, I don't like when random people come up and touch my child. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I don't even let some people in my family touch my child because they smoke and shit. You know what I'm saying? Skirt, swerve. Yeah, I'm really protective over my little girl, but I guess that's as to be expected, you know, daddy-daughter type of thing. My wife is protective over her too, but I think sometimes I might go a little overboard, but that's okay. I'm so cold, I'm like numb right now. Oh my gosh. It is real cold out right now. Like, my pants are like flooding because I wore the wrong pants. So like when I'm walking, they fit me perfect, but when I'm straddling my bike, they kind of flood a little bit, you know, they come up, so all this cold air is like drafting up my leg. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna regret this later. Totally gonna regret it later. But it's okay. I just had to tell you guys the exciting news. Like, I was excited, and I was like, you know, it's sunny out today, so I'm gonna get the bike out. So I did. Man, I really need to fix my clock, but it won't let me do it while I'm driving. It's got like riding, whatever, same thing, okay? But yeah, it won't let me do this. Like, I can't even change my modes. Like, it's some kind of safety thing this bike has where, I mean, I guess it's a good thing because you could like wreck and do stupid stuff if you're messing with this, because this whole display, it's got like a whole friggin' menu you can go through. It's crazy. But I need to set my time before I forget, because it's throwing me off because it's still an hour ahead of what we are now. Because, you know, we fell an hour backwards, which means we lost our freaking day a lot, but it's okay. Oh, fun fact though about this paint shop. I know I keep talking about my Skyline, okay? Anyway, obviously I said it needs buffed, okay? So in my eyes and in my wife's eyes, it's not perfect, okay? It's better than it was, but it's not perfect. We paid to have show car quality paint, okay? That's what the owner said it was going to be. Show car. It'll look like a show car when it comes out of here. Okay, I've had show cars. You can wipe a baby's ass on my old car's freaking paint, okay? I got rid of it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. He tried to charge us another extra $1,000 because he said, well, that's what we agreed to. No, we didn't. Not at all. And he was trying to like start marking shit up like, whoa there, guy. Okay, whoa, we had a set agreement on what this was supposed to cost. We're technically not happy with the paint. You need to pipe down off your high horse. Yeah, these freaking guys were trying to freaking argue with me and my wife, and I'm like, oh my god. And I'm sitting there with my daughter like, oh, keep your cool, dad, keep your cool, dad. So I'll let my wife do most of the talking. But yeah, it was annoying to say the least. Like, they were just, to be a bunch of adults, they were extremely childish. Let's just say that. Actually ended up paying $92 more than what the price agreed upon was, because apparently the paint wasn't included in that price. But I was just done arguing, to be completely honest with you. Or not the paint, the taxes of the paint, or so. I don't know what the guy said. Either way, I was freaking ready to leave. Our daughter was getting hungry. I was getting pissed off, so we just said F it, paid the guy, and left. Yeah, it was frustrating. Well, there's a lot of freaking salts on these roads out here. I'm glad I'm behind this guy and just chilling. I figured by now all the salt would be gone, but apparently I thought wrong. I mean, it's only been a couple days since it snowed, I guess. Okay, Justin, that car just turned off. That doesn't mean haul ass, because there's still salt on the road. You need to mind your P's and Q's. Freaking cross your T's, dot your I's. Just behave. You ain't gotta have a death wish today. Just woo-saw. Don't go too fast, because you're gonna get some cold wind going up your leg. Just, yeah, I'm talking to myself. But yeah, needless to say, there's probably not gonna be a lot of shenanigans today. We're just gonna, you know, creep around, enjoy the cold ride, BS with you guys a little bit. You know. Like normally, I would hit this hill right here and ramp it, but not today. I mean, there's literally just salt pits like sitting in the road. I don't know if the camera's really picking them up that good, but all through this road, it's just like a layer of salt. Dang, what the heck? I was trying to get off that road, so now I got on this road and it's just all salt. My goodness, what the hell? They must have thought we were gonna get a freaking blizzard or something. Like, man, it was just a little snow. It's another thing that always cracks me up when whenever they call for freaking snow, all the grocery stores struggle to keep milk and bread. Like, I don't understand, why do you need milk and bread so much? Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, are you gonna live off milk and bread? Like, if you were smart, okay, now this is just coming from me, and you know, I don't take my advice for everything, but I would go to the grocery store and buy canned goods if we were going to get like an actual blizzard. You know, I'm not going to like freak out over some freaking snow. Okay, that's not me. I got plenty of food at the house. But if they were like, okay, look, we going to get a freaking blizzard, I would buy canned foods like freaking baked beans, pork and beans, like stuff like that. That's shelf stable, I guess is the word for it. And wow, look at all that salt right there. It's crazy. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Shelf stable foods, and eat those. I mean, because if your power's out, then technically you don't have to heat up freaking pork and beans. You know, you can just eat them. Like, why don't people think of stuff like that instead of freaking the hell out, rushing to the grocery store and buying up all their milk and bread? Like, what are you going to do with milk and bread? You know, it's physically possible to live off water. You know what I mean? Like, you can live off water and no food for, I mean, not forever, obviously, but a good amount of time before your body, like, starts shutting down. But as long as you have enough water, you're fine. So why won't you just, like, get water? Make sure you have water. You know, like, why milk? Milk's gonna go bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you could put it outside in the snow if the power goes out and all that fun stuff, and it'll keep for a while, but what's the point? I don't know. I'm just ranting now, I guess. And the whole bread thing, like, I'm sorry, bread's just gonna piss me off. You get some canned freaking pork and beans, better not jump across the world, squirrel. I'm not a commercial. I won't stop for you. Sorry. That's one thing's funny. So many people freak out about, like, squirrels running across the road. They're like, oh my god, no, I can't hit it. I mean, I get it. They're cute. They're like little rats with, like, big fluffy tails and stuff. But when it comes to my safety and, you know, not hitting a squirrel, oh, dude, I'm running that squirrel over. Don't call Peta, whatever they're called on me, okay? But I'm just saying, like, I ain't about to slam on my brakes and hit a ditch for a freaking squirrel. Got me effed up. What is that doing hanging there? I kind of want to pull it down, but, you know, there's, like, gravel right here, so I might just, like, F up. Yeah, I'm going to try to work on, you know, not cursing as much, because now my daughter's getting in that stage where she actually, like, really pays attention to, like, what's going on around her. And I got a potty mouth. I will admit it. I have a freaking potty mouth. So I'm going to start attempting, okay? Like, I'm probably still going to curse. Let's be honest. That's me. It's in my DNA. But I'm going to do my best to just chill out with it. So her first word isn't the F-bomb or something like that. You know what I mean? That is going to be my luck. She's just going to be like, fuck! And I'm going to be like, no. Yes, I just sounded like a freaking car with a bad battery. Freaking no. Okay, sorry. Oh, it's so cold. It's so freaking cold. I stopped by my dad's to help him with some stuff, and now there's no more sun, and it's really, really cold. Holy crap. Oh, my nipples could cut diamonds right now. I don't know why I just sang that. I think it's because I don't know, I'm tripping. Oh my gosh, I'm hugging my tank with my legs so hard right now. I don't want to complain about how cold it is, but my god dang, it's cold. Alrighty guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it. I am super freaking glad to have my Skyline back. With that being said, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Oh, God. Look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.